Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Switchit. In today's video, I'll be sharing the most important Java questions asked in interview for freshers, and I assure you that no questions outside these 20 will be asked to you. And in all the interviews which I have given as a fresher, I have always told the interviewer that Java is my primary language and no questions has been asked beyond this. So yeah, you can rely on the content which I'll be sharing with you. So let's get started. But before moving on, I think we should first know about the language, how about the Java instead of directly jumping on the questions. So yeah, let's know something about Java. So the story of Java begins in the year 1991 when a small team of engineers at Sun Microsystem led by Gosling, James Gosling, they were working on a project called Green. The goal of the project was to develop the programming language for consumer electronic devices such as smart TVs, set-top boxes, and various other products. The team initially named the language GreenTalk with the file extension of .gt, but later they renamed the language to Oak in the year 1994. But due to some trademark issues, they were looking for a new name. And how the language got Java its name has also an anecdote associated with it, because the team which was working on the language used to work for long hours, and to relieve their fatigue they used to drink coffee frequently. And while having a cup of coffee, James Gosling came up with the idea that let name the language as Java. And as we all know that Java is an island in Indonesia where the first coffee was produced. So this was the story behind it. And according to James Gosling, Java was one of the top choices along with the Silk. So yeah, they were also considering Silk as a name for that programming language. But since Java was so unique, most of the team members preferred Java than other names. So currently Sun Microsystem is now a subsidiary of a Oracle Corporation, and currently the next version or the newer version which is in the market is of Java 23, which has released in this September 17th of this September, which is also JDK 23, and this is the current version of Java. So yes, the very basic important question asked in interview is that there were already C and C++ present in the market. So why there was a need of a new language, or what are the features of Java which make it different from other? So the first feature is that Java is simple. Java do not have a concept of pointers. As we all know that C and C++ have a concept of pointers, and many found it difficult to deal with. So second is object oriented. Java is object oriented language. Which means that it organizes software as a combination of different types of objects, and these objects have their certain characteristics and behavior. Third is, and very important, is that Java is platform independent due to its bytecode, and bytecode is an intermediary code which gives Java a feature of write once and run everywhere. Fourth is Java is robust due to its garbage collection and exception handling feature, which is used for memory management. Fifth is that Java is secured because Java do not have a concept of explicit pointers. So, and also there are various runtime security checks which makes Java a secure language, and there are also various security APIs which are present in Java. Sixth is that Java is portable because it facilitates you to carry the Java bytecode to any platform, and it does not require any implementation. Seventh is Java is multi-threaded. The main advantage of multi-threading is that it does not occupy memory of each thread, and it share a common memory area, so various program can execute concurrently. And eighth is that Java is a distributed because it facilitates user to create distributed applications in Java. The feature of Java makes us able to access files by calling the methods from any machine on the internet. Now the most important and frequently asked interview question is that how is Java platform independent? So let's see. If I write a program to add two numbers, let's say a and b, and save it with the name sum.java, and further if I compile the program with the help of Java C compiler, the .java file get converted to .class file, and this .class file will hold the further instructions for the machine to run this program. This a plus b which I have written will get converted into binary code 010000, let's say anything it can be, and this is known as bytecode, and this is the intermediary code which is responsible for giving the Java platform independent nature. Further, this bytecode will be moved towards JVM, and then the JVM will run this code and will show us the desired output which we were looking for. And mind that this JVM is platform dependent. By this what I means that JVM depends on the system which we are currently working on. If I am working on Windows will have its different JVM, whereas if I am writing the code in Mac OS will have its different JVM. So yeah, we have learned a new thing that JVM is a platform dependent, whereas Java is platform independent, and it achieved this feature with the help of this bytecode. So yeah, this is how Java achieved its platform independent nature. Same I have written here because it is compiled to bytecode. This is bytecode that can be run on any device that has a JVM, and JVM is a platform dependent. This means that you can write a Java program on one platform and then run it on different platform. So this is how Java is platform independent. The next most asked question in interview is about the concept of OOPS. As I have said in my earlier videos, 90% of the interviews, OOPS concepts are being asked, and also with their real life examples. So the first is inheritance. Inheritance is the process by which objects of one class acquire the property of objects of another class. The class which is giving its property is known as parent class, whereas the class which is acquiring the property is known as child class. In real life example, we can see this in our parent-child relationship where child acquired the property or the assets of parent. So this is the real life example of inheritance. Second is encapsulation. Encapsulation means binding of data and methods together into a single unit. A real life example, as we all know, we have seen in medicine capsules where the ingredients are bundled into a capsule inside a capsule. So this is real life example. Third is polymorphism. Polymorphism means having many forms. It is described as one interface and having many implementations. It allows an entity such as a variable, a function, or an object to have more than one form. Like in real life example, we can take an example of water. Water in 0 degrees Celsius is ice, and in 20 to 30 degrees Celsius it is liquid, and in 100 degrees Celsius it is vapor. So here we can see that water tends to behave at different temperatures. So this is having many forms. Water is having many forms. So this is real life example of polymorphism. Fourth is abstractions. Abstraction refer to the act of representing essential features without including the background details or explanation. It means that we only represent the essential features in abstractions and hide the unnecessary details which is not required for the user. Like for example, real life example, we can see ATM. In ATM we only use to put the amount which we are going to need and the ATM pin, and we do not bother about how the backend integration is processing and how the money is getting debited from our account. So these are the concepts of OOPS, and do go through them thoroughly and also about their real life examples. The next important question asked in interview is that does Java support multiple inheritance? So the answer is no. Java do not support multiple inheritance in classes due to it lead to the diamond problem. What is diamond problem? It is a situation where a class inherits from two classes that have a common ancestor, and this can lead to conflicts in the inheritance of methods. I will show you how. Like if we are having a superclass and there is a print method in superclass. Now there are two class who are inheriting the superclass. It means that class A also can access the print method of superclass and class B also can access the print method of superclass. Now these two classes are inherited by the child class, which is class C, which means automatically class C can access the print method of class A as well as print method of class B. Now if I make an object of class C obj and call the print method, now the JVM or now the compiler will get confused at which print method to call, whether to call from the class B or to call from the class A. So this there arises a ambiguity situation. Now ambiguity arises that which method to call, and as we can say this is a shape of a diamond, so it is called diamond problem. So this is the reason why multiple inheritance is not supported in Java, because due to this diamond problem where ambiguity arises that which class is this object calling. So this is diamond problem. Next question asked is about method overloading and method overriding. In method overloading, methods have the same name and different signature. It occurs within the class. Like in this code snippet we can see we have a class dog having bark method. One bark method is having no parameter, whereas other bark method is having in data type num parameter. So we can see we are having a same method name but different parameter. So this is method overloading. Whereas in method overriding, method have the same name and same signature. Method overriding always need inheritance. Method overriding always need inheritance. Like in this code snippet we can see we have a class dog having bark method and there is no parameter. Then we are having different class hound which is extending dog. So here comes this inheritance concept, and it is having two methods, void snippet and sniff and void bark. So we can see here the same bark method is present which is present in class dog. So these have same method name and same parameter. So this is the example of method overriding. So yeah, that's it from this video. I'll be uploading next part of most important interview questions. So do subscribe the channel to get notified about the upcoming videos, and comment down if you have any queries. Do like, subscribe and share the video with your friends. Till then, happy learning.